Yeah. Oh, I chose you. Had a million reasons to walk away. Too many voices trying to pull me different ways. But when I'm with you, everything's clear. All the noise fades when you're near. I've been hurt, yeah, I've been bruised. Built my walls, had nothing to lose. But you stay patient, never forced truth. Somehow my heart still ran to you. When the world get heavy on me, you're the place my soul into. I don't need nobody else, 'cause every road lead back to you. I chose you when it wasn't easy. I chose you when love felt risky. Through the highs, through the truth, every version of me still choose you. I chose you, no second guessing. All my scars, no more hiding. If I gotta lose the world too, I'd still choose you.
I ain't perfect, I got my flaws. Yeah, made mistakes, yeah, I broke some laws. But every time you look my way, you saw the man I'm trying to be today. I've been running from love too long. You the reason I'm standing strong. When my past tried to pull me back, you remind me where my heart at.
When the night feel cold and long, you're the light I'm leaning on. I don't need nobody else, 'cause loving you just feel like home. I chose you when it wasn't easy. I chose you when love felt risky.
Through the highs, through the truth, every version of me still choose you.
I chose you, no second guessing. All my scars, no more hiding. If I gotta lose the world too, I still choose you. Did my heart fall apart again? Promise you won't let go. If the storm come crashing in, I'll hold you close real slow. I chose you
Over fear and pride,
I chose you
every single time.
no matter what we go through.
My forever still choose you. I chose you, past and present,
Future love,
no replacement. If the whole world fall through, I still
choose you. Just you, always you. You chase the flash, I trace the line. You hype the trade, I bide my time. You talking noise, I'm moving calm. You light the fuse, I hold the bomb. Low heat, clear mind, no rush, just read the signs. No stage, no gold, just grip and let it hold. This is how we buy it, no panic, no spin, measured breath, focus, grin. No alarms, no shiny gloss, just quiet steps through hidden loss. You raise the bid, I watch the bass. You race the clock, I set the pace. You write the play, I break the frame. This isn't bluff, this is the game. No flash, no fight, just candlelight at night. No noise, no fear, just steady hands that steer. This is how we buy it, no panic, no spin, measured breath, focus, grin. No alarms, no shiny gloss, just quiet steps through hidden loss. No panic, no spin, measured breath, focus, grin. No alarms, no shiny gloss, just quiet One move splits the machine. You sell the sizzle, we keep the flame. You chase the chart, we name the game. This is how we buy it, still face, slow hand, every move exactly planned. No confetti, no parade, just one more share in silence. This is how we buy it, not for clout, not for show. We let the signal gently grow. No spotlight, no design, just right here across the line.
Welcome to Marantz Rantz, no advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertow, that knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence, know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all, the wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Marantz Rantz. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Henny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC, a superstition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. 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 Welcome to
Shout out to Arlo. Arlo, thanks for the super chat, brother. Appreciate you. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. This is how we roll. I choose you. New Chris Brown and Ellie Maya. Well, I don't know. Ellie Mae. I don't know these people. Excuse me while I try to process this massive Chevelle my wife made me with Modelo Negro. And I don't know who told her to put the olives in it because she knows damn well I don't do no. She's just making shit now. Like, wifey made pasta for my whole staff. Dropped it off. I already told you my wife's like the best cook I know. These fools literally were like, yo, you live like this? I say, yeah, that's how I live. Welcome back, bro. Yeah, Modelo Negro, that's what it's made with. It's made with real beer and some other shit. I don't know, it's on fire, bro. Anyway, they're excited. Wifey's excited. Well, who's not excited? GameStop's killing it. We're going to talk about the manipulation of the markets. We're also going to talk about one thing in particular. It's called catalysts. You know? I stare out into the open a lot. Like, I'm always constantly thinking. And right now I'm looking at my cell phone. I was looking at my cell phone. I was like, this thing's it's a lifesaver. It's been saving my life for a lot of years. I want to talk about catalysts tonight because I want to do like this revisionist history. Like, where were we before? What were we excited about? And then where are we at today? Because that will help you with your mental fatigue. Some of you kids that can't handle waiting for the inevitable. That's how I do. Hashtag doing what I do. That's it. You know how we do this. Anyway. Howdy, fam. Howdy. Okay, so I'm going to take you back 5 years ago. If you guys are GameStop investors like me for the last 5 years, you're probably doing pretty well. If you've been dollar cost averaging per day, buying a share a day, putting what you can when you can, some of you guys hit it hard when it was at the lower ranks. Some of you guys took your tax returns, took some other cash you had, or some of you guys live a different life where you're able to pour in more than others. I don't fault you. I'm not against you. I'm with you 100%. I promise you. Give you a good look at my GameStop position tonight. It's going to look something like this. My GameStop position tonight is this. It is up 5.5%, a little over 5.5%. I'm up $3,300. So green on the position. almost $62,000 worth of GameStop, and my shares on hand 2,400 and almost 80. I will eventually hit there. I'm going to start buying again. Some of you guys don't know the difficulties I go through financially, where I stay way ahead of the game, and I don't stretch myself too thin. But 5 years ago, I started doing this, where I wanted to buy GameStop and only GameStop. I was looking at other things, and I started doing some real homework here, and I just had a belief. Not that I knew everything I know today, but I've slowly educated myself, and I don't want to say slowly. I'm like a sponge. I take it in. I get obsessed with things where I say, okay, I want to learn that. And so then I go for it and I learn it and I say, okay, well, that makes sense. It's something I'd want to do. And I want to tell you guys, 5 years ago when we started buying GameStop, we had no idea where we'd be today. If you told me 5 years ago I could buy GameStop for $30 a share, the equivalent would be $150 a share, $120 a share, $140 a share, whatever it may be. We would buy it, right? We'd buy it at that rate. And we did buy it at that rate. But GameStop didn't make $500 million like they do now. They're at $500 million today, $500 unadjusted. So you go, okay, they make $500 million now. They used to lose $500 million. That's $1 billion profit, $1 billion swing profit. Additionally, they only had about there we go, $1 billion cash turned into I'm going to have to go grab my other cord because I've been waiting for the weekend to go buy a new one. I'm going to buy it tomorrow so this doesn't happen again, but I apologize. If there's any lag in between the words, it's because my microphone's acting funny, but it's cool. Anyway, back to what I was saying. We have now $10 billion cash from $1 billion. So to have massive improvements, 10x improvements, wouldn't it blow your mind that the stock price is equivalently under $110 a share? Wouldn't that blow your mind? Maybe I could tell you tonight it's under $100 a share pre-split. So if you like the stock at $99.60, $99.75, whatever you like it at, that's where we're at tonight. But you got to adjust for the float, you got to adjust for the dilution, you got to adjust for the bonds, you got to adjust for the warrants, and all that adjusting doesn't change a damn thing. That this is still a very undervalued company at a tremendous buying opportunity today, right now. But I want to draw you back to something. Back then, just so that we're clear, in 2021, the biggest catalyst was that every other stock was the next GameStop. Everyone wanted you out of it. They didn't care what you were buying as long as you weren't buying GameStop because it was done. We're looking for the next investment. All of those next investments are down 99%. All of them. So I go back to GameStop. They had no real catalyst back then. It was just, hey, MOAS, the mother of all short squeezes. And the fact that people talk this way, it actually gives it a deadline, gives you a time horizon. His name was Pickle. Was this guy? What was his real name? We called him Pickle Man, whatever the hell his name was. You guys remember his name. He was a construction worker turned stock bro. Started going live and started whoa, Donko, I didn't see that coming. Holy shit, Donko. Thank you. Love and support you, bro. If you guys remember 5 years ago, we had this Jerkin guy named Pickle, and he would tell people to day trade GameStop, swing trade it, buy some calls, do some written calls, covered calls, all of it. They wanted everyone nickel and diming themselves. And over the last 4 years, 5 years, if you've been listening to this playbook that they've been putting in front of you, you would have gotten your shares assigned, you would have lost your position, and you would have lost your way. No catalyst. The year was 2022. After the spike for GameStop, and yes, a spike for AMC, you were then pushed to the idea that AMC and GameStop run the same, and that Adam Aron was the savior, the silverback himself. I didn't agree with it. I promoted that. I spoke on it. The only difference for me coming out of COVID and coming into 2022 was I was forced to buy the home that I was renting. Well, that force ended up becoming a good thing for my family and I, but my wife lost her lifelong partner. She lost her grandmother, Grandma Nina, in 2022. It started out a really tough year for us. We secured a home. We we had to say goodbye to Grandma Nina, and we had to figure out our finances. All while holding on to GameStop and not selling a position that was worth about $10,000 to $12,000 at the time. And I had to figure out how I could do that. I went the whole year of 2022, guys. Do not be discouraged. Do not feel just because you can't buy shares that it's not possible to move mountains. I bought $350 worth of shares the whole year. I had bought 14 shares the whole year. I had no money. I was strapped. I was tight. But I still talked positively about GameStop. I still tried to find a way because the NFT marketplace was there. Now, that year, I spent more money on GameStop shares. I apologize. On GameStop merchandise than ever. I spent more money on NFTs. We gave away over $10,000 worth of NFTs. I helped off-ramp and on-ramp so many GameStop wallets with my own personal funds. I did that before I ever bought a share of GameStop. Furthermore, I demonetized my channel every single stream. I banned you if you sent super chats. I didn't sell merchandise. I had nothing to gain, everything to lose. I still cared about GameStop. I still promoted GameStop. I did it off my dime. Didn't buy shares because I didn't have the money to do it. I'd rather pour the money back into community to show you guys how much I was thankful for the following. We had got our subscribers at that point up to 6,000. We go into 2023. 2023 comes around and my money gets right. And I'm able to now buy some shares and get back on the boat. So I start buying up again. I buy the whole year. I come up with the concept, connect the dots. I figured it out. I start writing a book called Connect the Dots and making videos on it, telling you why GameStop is so different and what GameStop is actually battling that no one talks about, private equity. I was able to buy more shares. I got attacked, got doxxed, got put into several documentaries to smear me, to discredit me. And my life changed professionally and here on the channel. That's okay. I decided to start showing my position at that time. Not that I had a massive position. It was around $18,000. That's all the money I had at the time to put into GameStop while living life. There was a massive change when it came to catalysts for the company. There was no longer the catalyst of the NFT marketplace as it was shut down. But Ryan Cohen was coming on the board very soon, and I wanted to make sure that I was there for the ride. So I started buying shares very often, hit it very hard. The price was down to $10 at one point, all the way through that stretch from 23 to 24. And 24 is when things popped off again. In 24, I put in as much money as I could at the bottom, bought what I could in the 20s, and kept riding it. The new catalyst was not just Roaring Kitty. The new catalyst was Ryan Cohen was the chairman of the board and CEO. Additionally, Ryan's investment prowess changed. He could now align his funds with GameStop funds. They were rewriting the history books for GameStop. We were still very bullish. No matter the outcome, no matter the saying, I had so many people coming to this channel, very prominent names that you guys know today, whether it's Martin Scarelli or Bill Pulte or Andrew Tate or anyone else that comes through and says, Marantz, let's talk, let's interview, let's talk GameStop. You know what? No. Ian Carroll, también. I mean, everybody came through, wanted a piece of what we were talking about. And why? Because we were speaking the truth. The catalyst, a newfound catalyst. Moving forward, the new catalyst was that we were so adamant and happy about was that GameStop had partnered up with PSA and had agreed to go ahead and sell PSA graded cards, 8, 9, and 10. That's a catalyst. We come through, our product doubles. Our revenues start going the opposite direction. I'm going to show you proof tonight that our revenues have increased. Certainly in the U.S. stores, revenue has increased even though they've shut down the bulk of stores nationwide across America. 460 this year, 490, however what the number was reported today. But massive cuts coming to you. Well, That doesn't change. We still made more money already than we did last year. That's what we're doing. We're beating you out. What's the catalyst? The catalyst at the time was 8, 9, and 10. PSA graded cards, 8, 9, and 10. I know. I'm very bullish. I get excited. I jump into it full throttle. I remind everyone just how great GameStop is. That happened in March, April, May timeframe of 2024. When you fast forward to this last year, by the time we actually got to the good of it, the chunk of it all, GameStop had started grading cards. That was a new catalyst. They're grading cards. Think about how you feel about it. You go to the website, you see all these cards there, you go, this is going to amount to something. Still nothing. It's just adopting people to the idea that this is going to be a great investment. Still people talking crap to you online, chasing you down in public, smearing your name all over the internet, literally harassing you and your employer to make sure that you can't keep your job or that they can smear your name. Why? Because they don't agree with what you say, which is outlandish to me. You're not breaking a law. You're not harassing them. You're not doing anything to them. You're just operating. And that's how they want to do it. Okay. By the way, by this time in 2024 to 2025, this channel, 12,000 followers. We've averaged 3,000 followers every year that we've been in business. So, fast forward to the good stuff. This past year, GameStop graded over 1 million cards. GameStop went ahead and made a new platform called powerpacks.com. When you get through GameStop and what they've built moving forward, your catalyst to be a MOAS, your catalyst to be an NFT marketplace, your catalyst to be PSA graded cards 8, 9, and 10, your catalyst to be grading cards, your catalyst to be just profit margin and cutting and making bigger profits. No, now your catalyst is Power Packs. No, now your catalyst is hundreds of billions of dollars in a merger and acquisition. We have transitioned what we're waiting for. Ryan Cohen's moving the field goal post in the right direction with bigger and better news every time you go back to the table. I judge the man based off of what he does, not what he says. But I wait here, and I tell you, this whole run, 5 years of waiting to be here today, with all of those catalysts under your belt still actively working in your favor, you have the biggest one in front of you ever. These incremental moves, these 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter, the biggest thing I ever learned in the military. Military gives you 10-digit coordinates. Your coordinates are 10-digit, 8-digit, 6 digits. God forbid you ever have a 4. But the closer you get, the better you are. And in the world of artillery, 1% difference. 1% looks like this at the very base. But that 1% over time just keeps going and keeps spreading. And if you gave it 10 miles down the road, it's going to be massive 1 degree. You give it 100 miles down the road, it's going to be massive 1 degree. The fact that GameStop keeps moving it 1 degree better margins, better product line, more synergies, omni-channel, e-commerce, the platform itself, that 1 degree difference that GameStop's doing better every day has now grown into this massive wide margin between where they were before and where they are today. The biggest thing whenever you compare anything, I know where I started, but I have to have the other end. I have to have my hand up to say, this is how big we are. Right now, I get to do this. We started here. We're somewhere over here, guys. We don't know where it's at. Everyone's telling us hundreds of billions. That's cool. But as we've gone this route, check mark, profitability, benefits, cash, Bitcoin, Ryan, Power Packs, the future. When do I put my other hand up to say, here's where we are? This is the run of GameStop. It's a mentality you have to have. Mentality is it's always improving. It's always going to get better. You know what hasn't changed? The price. The price of GameStop has gone sideways for 18 months. Don't care one bit. Never cared about the price. Just enough to tell you it's undervalued and it's where I want to be. I want you to think about it. I've said this before in the chat, And I'm going to tell you right now. On a tombstone, you have the day you were born and the day you died. That's it. I have the day Ryan Cohen came into the company, and I might have the day that he walks out of it. But all that ever matters is that dash in between. That dash in between the day you were born and the day you die. It's that dash that tells you the story. It's that dash that tells you what the man was made of, what he went through, who he served, how many children, how many jobs, what's the legacy he leaves behind. It's no different here. Ryan Cohen started something, he's getting through it, and by the time you see the deadline, the last day on there, I hope you guys were a part of that dash, part of that success that GameStop's having right now. And it's not just power packs, and it's not just PSA graded cards, and it's not just 8, 9s, and 10s, and it's not just different categories and closing stores, and it's not just leadership buying shares. It's not just manipulation of a stock market. It's the whole movement, 1 degree at a time. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for the announcement. I've had all these catalysts sit upon me and say, what's the next one? What's the next one? All of those catalysts are the reason we're here today. From the words of my wife, I'm right where God wants me to be. That's it. Every time the world gives me lemons, I make lemonade. You tell me, hey, you're going to lose this job. Hey, you're going to lose this car. We're going to lose this cash. You're going to give food away. Maybe you're there to be on that corner street at that given minute, that given time. The butterfly effect. Well, you're here today, guys. And maybe you're meant to be. I welcome you to it. We're going to start the show in a minute. I just want to thank everyone for showing up every Friday, every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday. And if you can't buy shares right now and you don't have the cash to do it, don't worry. I'm right there with you. Life is tough. It's tough to feed a family of 5. It's tough to feed a family on these meals that we can't afford. But I have the ultimate anti-inflationary tool. It's you. It's GameStop. It's us. Can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. Let's start the show, millionaires.
Welcome to Marantz Rantz, no advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertow, that knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence, know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all, the wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Marantz Rantz. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Kenny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC, a superstition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. 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 Welcome to
Whenever I hear that song, I get a little hype. I can hear it again and again. It's like the end of it when it says, I do what I want. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. And I get hype, bro. Hell yeah, I do what I want. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. The song will never get old. Thank you. Hey, can I talk? Thank you for the nice song. Well, thanks, bro. I didn't make it. A GameStop investor did by the name of The Real DMT. Check him out. My man on the MIC and the place to be. You never could mess with my rants, baby. I'm just a tongue-twisted rapper with a funny style. I don't dress hip-hop and dance real wild, but I do watch Carter's Corner Pocket like a mother. And you might think I'm just another sucker. Dynamite _41. Yeah, he keeps making videos too. He's doing great. I love you guys. I'm not a rapper. My brother's a rapper, not me. I got 2 brothers that rap. Why, Mario? Got to stare right into my soul? My boy? That's my boy. Would you consider doing a cover of you? It would be cool for a super special occasion. Would you consider doing a cover for you? I don't understand what that means. I don't know what you mean there. Happy Yummy. Now, elaborate. I'm going to open up the chat tonight. It's Friday. Wifey's talking about we're going out. I said, we need to. We need to go out because I'm done with this shit. Let me tell you what I'm done with. I got a bone to pick with somebody tonight. I don't know if you guys know my playlist on YouTube. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel, how dare you? Why are you even here? Subscribe to the channel. Buy the book. Connect the dots. Go buy the book. It's in the description of every video. But I've got something else for you. Join the Discord. Over 1,800 members, active members to this Discord. No scrubs allowed. You know what I got to do? I got to pick this fight right now. We've got to fight for the right to party. No, here we go. Join the show. All right, join the show. Tell me what you guys think, okay? Here you go. It's open. The chat line is open. Pin the message. There we go. Okay, let me read this right. It says, as in the song that played, would you do a cover that you would play on a special GME occasions? I have no idea what you're talking about. Do a cover. That's my song. I got like 5 different songs, bro. I got like 20 different songs. I don't even know what to tell you. I got crazy songs, bro. Well, I've been making music for GameStop. I got Trove, man. Trove's the ultimate producer. I don't know if you know who Trove is, but Trove makes all the music. I let Trove do his thing. Trove's a beast, bro. Have you ever heard it? It's like what's that one by Trove that he does? Is the slow one, the GME one? Like, I always think about Fadeaway Girl. I love that one. Friday nights is your date night, right? Yeah, I mean sometimes, Burton, most of the time, because. Here's the thing. I told my wife, I said, baby, we can't be going out both nights, man. And so the truth is here. Can I tell you guys the truth right now? Because she's not around. She's not listening. Here's the truth, okay? I said, baby, can we not go out tonight and we go out Saturday? I like going out Saturday. I don't have a problem with that. I said, but I don't want to go out both nights. Only one night. I said, because, we should save some money, babe. I said something like that, right? I'm just trying to give her like a view on it. It's not true. My wife is not stupid. We got the hookup. The club only costs us like $30 all night. We can drink all night. It doesn't matter. The bartender just goes, here you go. $25 every night. Swear to you. Except for last week. Last week, our bartender called out. And I was ordering drinks. I was like, we got it, mama. Don't worry. That shit was $80-something. I said, oh my God. Never again. Anyway. So Miss Hedge Fund, she had it down, right? She goes, no, we're going to go out tonight. And I was like, damn. I'm just trying. The truth is, it's not that I don't want some money. It has nothing to do with that. If you know the truth, guys, the God's honest truth, I'm a gamer. And World of Warcraft, WoW, just released an expansion pack to DBC, the Burning Crusade, of an original server from back in the day, just launched yesterday. So the portal's open. I'm ready to go to the Outlands. I'm level 50 already. I'm ready to ride. I just need 58 and I can go. So I'm like, yo, get me out of here. I'm trying to play WoW all weekend. I'm not trying to be going out. Thugging out, spending money. Then I got to watch the damn Super Bowl because, let me tell you, YouTube TV, auto bill. I thought I canceled that shit out already. I wouldn't look. I said $82. So I can't buy any shares right now. That $82 would have been in the pocket. Nope. So anyway, glad to see you stream, Marantz. Wishing everyone have a great weekend. Thank you, Savage Cost. Some of you guys out there that make 4 different accounts just to talk in there because you got blocked and banned yesterday and the day before. Gross. Anyway, I want to play WoW. Wifey wants to go on a Friday because she says she needs 2 days to recover. I'm like, what? For what? No, it's okay. I'll leave it alone. I could make that argument right now, but I won't. I will tell you, I got a bone to pick. All right, guys. I'm gonna pick this bone, okay? I'm gonna say my part out loud. I don't know if you guys were here in January of 2021 or in February of 2021. I got into GameStop in February of 2021, 5 years ago on the 9th. So in 3 days, my first time buying, whatever it may be. Plus, I bought in 26th, a lot of other days. I bought in a lot of days in February. And then every day in March, April, May, June, July, whatever it may be. But when I first got into GameStop, I used to go to Reddit because I had heard that there was a Reddit subreddit little channel that you can go to and talk GameStop, and it was GME Jungle, it was GME, and then it was Superstock. And I didn't know any of them. And I have a lot of karma. I can post anywhere. I can do whatever I want. And I do know the Superstock guys, the admin, whoever they are, the moderators. I do know them. And I knew them then too. But they have different rules. You can't promote your own stuff. You can't. And I was a brand new YouTuber. And I'm like, yo, bro, listen to me. AMC's trash. No, you can't talk about that, Marantz. Get the fuck. I hate rules. Get out of here, guys. I want to talk to you. Like, why couldn't we just talk? Why does everything have to be so structured with these people when you would just want to put the info up and then here you go. Here's the truth and promote it and talk about it. Nope. They don't want the promotion. They don't want the truth. I'll put it that way too. So anyway, that's my own personal view. But there was this DD writer, some guy, name was Austin Tobit. Austin Tobit was the living legend on Superstock. He would write a piece, everyone would read it and post it. Everybody. They would repost it, they would say this is amazing, they would give it awards, and it was all of them, guys. The Emperor has no clothes, everything is short. There was so many pieces that he put out to talk about theory when it came to GameStop and manipulation of the markets themselves. So I got really thick into it. Nobody could ever talk to Toby. He wouldn't do interviews. He would talk to nobody. He just posted his things, and he left it at that. And they're pretty complete pieces. They actually looked really good. And I was cruising one day on the internet. This is like 2 years later. And I got a DM from Tobit, from Austin. And Austin said, hey, Marantz, got a YouTube channel. I like it. It's pretty clean. You know your stuff. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk. And I'll tell you right now, I didn't know nearly what I know today. I wasn't ready for that conversation, but I did it anyway. I was ready. I mean, I knew enough. But he talked, and he did an interview with me that nobody could get. Nobody could get that interview. To this day, no one's got that interview because it was done a long time ago. And he said, Marantz, I'm having this conversation with you because I think you're one of the only ones that everyone says you're legit. You're about GameStop, so that's why I want to do this. I said, okay, let's do it. We did it. We did an interview. A lot of people saw it. My most watched video for a lot of years. Saw the video. And it was kind of just around the bush about everything and where are you now and why aren't you talking? And you know, because he wasn't writing anymore. No DD. He came out the woodwork to do that interview. And everybody asked, how did Marantz get that interview? I'm just going to tell you right now, he came to me. I didn't go to him. When I saw them come to me, I was like, this is weird because I'm nobody, but I have a following. Okay. Well, over the years, in those special discords that no one's invited to, that I've been invited to, I read the fine print. Austin sold. He sold his GameStop shares because allegedly it was because his father needed the money to buy him a home, or he was going to be homeless and he bought his dad a house or put him up in something to that effect. Somebody told me this. I don't know if it's true or not. This was all said to me via these Discord channels that we were talking about. But either way, I caught a vibe really quick between, hey, it's Pixel, him, the other guy was like whose name was called like the Short Destroyer, or a different guy that used to be all. I mean, guys, we're talking about YouTube channels Twitter accounts that had like 10 to 100,000 followers. Mine only had at the time maybe 4 or 5. I have like maybe 6 now. I'm on a new account. I had no choice. They blocked and banned me, but and I didn't do anything. People were just spam reporting me because they didn't want the truth to get out about AMC. They didn't want the truth to get out about Bed Bath & Beyond. Okay. Shut me down. I came back bigger and better than ever. Kind of like what Bitcoin's about to do. Anyway, as I went through this whole process with Austin Tobit and watching him maneuver, I realized these guys are not believers like me. These guys are investors to trade. They're just here to trade. They're just here for like this moment to say, I told you so, but not put any money behind it or not really invest it the way they say they do or what they believe. I'm a totally different cat. I believe what I say. I don't think they do. I think they theorize and they go over theory. It's like the scientist in a think tank. Well, this is what I think. But they're not willing to test out those theories or ride with them. None of them. Austin Tobit himself as well. So now you have a guy who's thirsty for attention while GameStop's up and about. And he's now reaching out to Jake 2B, Salvatore, and the rest of the Bed Bath & Gone wannabes. These guys are wannabe DD riders. These guys are guys who try to infiltrate this community. Try to infiltrate me. What did I say to them? PP Seeds and his whole crew. Get on before you get spit on. Why? Because they never read Connect the Dots. I took them Connect the Dots. I took them the book. I took them the guidelines, the playbook, the blueprint. I said, this is what's happening with your investment, and here's why it's happening. And they said, no. What happened? Every single person that watches their show and that invests off of their info is down 100% on their investment. They lost it all. They didn't listen. So I'll say it again for the kids in the back. Jake 2B, Salvatore, or anyone else in the Bed Bath & Gone community, you're wrong. There is nothing there for any of their investors that once held shares that no longer do. According to the docket, every single share is extinguished, meaning existing shareholders don't exist. There's not a ledger. There's not a blockchain that's showing you who once held shares way back when. They're completely gone. Now we're talking about the Knowles. A lot of guys like to talk about the Knowles. I had a whole piece on this where I had talked about in a previous video where when you're talking about bankruptcy, okay, and you talk about the pros and cons of bankruptcy and the significance of having these, what it stands, there's a cancellation of debt, okay, there's the first thing of that. When you go to bankruptcy, you're supposed to be trying to cancel your debt. There's taxes involved there. A lot of the time there's carryovers. There's these taxed shells on net operating losses, NOLs. That's what it stands for. So if I own an asset that is operated at a loss, net operating losses, I get to sell that asset, and whoever buys it gets to use the net operating loss, the actual dollars amount that they're lost, as a write-off. Okay, that's okay. That's probably a great thing for some companies somewhere out there in the middle of nowhere who want these tax shells. For whatever reason, this is the hitch that they're putting their wagon on. That GameStop is going to buy Bed Bath & Beyond's net operating losses so that they can have tax shell write-offs. Now everybody deems it to be great. That's absolutely what they're going to do. That's what I would do. And they somehow think they're getting value for their investments that they no longer have, that no one does, because they don't exist. There's the GUCs, the general unsecured creditors. That would be the last line of defense. The shareholders get nothing in bankruptcy. The word is nothing. What you get is nothing. So it doesn't matter what GameStop does. For these guys to say they're going to acquire DK Butterfly, there's no such thing. It's not even an option. Buying Knowles is not acquiring DK Butterfly. That is buying a net operating loss asset from that bankruptcy settlement. That's all that is. What does it do for you as an investor of Bed Bath & Gone? Absolutely nothing. So I don't know why people like Austin Tobit agreed to do a sit down with Salvatore, with Jake 2B, with anyone about something that has no material effect to the investors that they claim will. You want to sit around and play in the dirt and the mud, you go do it your damn self. It's an absolutely lose-lose proposition for everyone involved. You're going to lose the time, you can't get it back, and you're talking to idiots. Absolute idiots, buffoons. And why? Because they were buying Bed Bath & Beyond bonds in bankruptcy, where they don't generate interest on a yield, and it's lost cause, it's lost money. You want to know how you know I'm right? Bill Pulte sits on Trump's cabinet today. I've interviewed him. I've talked to him. He's offered to have me sit next to him on stage, and I got the DMs to show it and prove it. What happened with him? He told the whole world to buy Bed Bath & Beyond bonds because he was doing it. He deleted all those videos and messages and tweets. He deleted his whole account. When someone's deleting everything they ever did with you, all the interaction they ever did with you, they want to erase the internet, you should really ask yourself who you're actually connected with. I'm going to tell you something else, Jake Tabee and Salvatore and Tobit. You're all cut from the same cloth of PP seeds. So there's one common denominator. And I want you to tell me how many videos that cat has deleted and he won't show the world. Show me one that shows you where I interviewed over 7 times with this kid and he deleted all of them. Show me. You ever wonder why? Because I sat there and I told them, connect the dots. It's all going bankrupt. I knew it. I still do. So Austin Tobit, this message is for you. You're a total waste of fucking space. And I don't care. I don't care if people think I'm the wrong guy to say it or if I'm not allowed to say it. No. You guys don't know what you're doing. Can I tell you what you're doing? I'll gladly tell you. You probably changed the channel by now. Here's what you're doing. You're giving false hope to people that are already lost. And I won't do it. I'll never shy away. I don't sidestep it. I don't tippy-toe around it. I don't say, hey, guys, I don't think it's a really good idea. I think you should be aware of what the impact it would have on investment. No, I say, you're full of shit. You're full of shit. It's exactly what I told Bill Pulte when he said, well, I want to ask these guys why they care so much about AMC and Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't know if it's a good investment or not. I just want to have the conversation, just like I want to have the conversation with you about GameStop. Get the fuck out of here, Bill. You guys are all liars. All of you. Ian Carroll, Trump's cabinet. What does that mean about this administration? You guys all know what GameStop is, and you all live on the other side of the tracks. I'll handle you. I'll talk to you. I'll interview with you. But before you sit at my table, show me your GameStop position. Show me what you bought. Show me how long you've been buying. Show me how long you've been riding. Until then, forget my name. Forget you ever knew me. Because when this is all said and done, I'm moving behind walls and you're never going to find me. You guys are going to be filthy rich. And it's going to test every fiber in your body. Because wealth magnifies or amplifies more of what you already are. I got a twin brother who's a multimillionaire. Guess what he is? What he's always been. Do you know what he is now? 10-fold? 20-fold? Yeah. It's disgusting. And you know what you have to do as a person? Pray. So I'm going to pray for all these people who've been lying online all this whole time. 5 years lying online. All of them. Do they ever go on camera? Do they ever show you a position? They talk a lot. Do it. What do you do for a living? What's your real name? Go for it. I'm right here. I challenge anyone. Matter of fact, I challenge everyone. Time to drink. You know what makes a good YouTube show? Not only is it being legitimacy and authenticity, being authentic, it's actually having a catalog. I wouldn't have these stories to tell you about the internet and the investment and the communities that surround it. I wouldn't have these stories if I didn't live them myself. The big thing about sales and marketing, a lot of people like to tell you what will work versus what does work. There's this emotional response I talked about, the fear of loss and the fear of pain being the two primary factors of why everyone does something. And right now, I think Ryan Cohen is using those responses to his benefit. He has the fear of loss said out loud. The fear of loss is this. The fear of loss coming out of Ryan Cohen is you're going to lose and you're going to miss out on this opportunity. GameStop's going to change the world. You're going to change capital markets. And you're going to want to be a part of this ride. And for everyone's trying to tell you, you got to see it first. I got to see the proof, man. I've heard this before. I had a buddy of mine tell me, I said, hey, man, GameStop's about to make the biggest acquisition in the world, and they're going to change capital markets, and they're going to be worth hundreds of billions potentially, and that's where they're headed, man. I said, even if they miss, even if they don't hit the mark, even if they don't hit 100 billion, they miss. What did they hit? 30 billion? S&P 500, 3 times your money today, 300% increase. Like, well, come on, really? What are we doing? What are we talking about? You see, my buddy tells me, well, hold on, Marantz. You can't. He says, I'll believe it when I see it. That's all talk. And I said, how dare you? I'm not going to let you do that. I'm not going to let you do that. I'm not going to let you sit here and tell me it's all talk. Because you know what's never happened? And the word is never. Ryan Cohen's never let me down. Ryan Cohen has never lied to me. Ryan Cohen has always made me whole. Every earnings report, every balance sheet run, every time I look at the numbers, Ryan Cohen. Ryan Cohen on the positive side. Ryan Cohen doing the right thing when everyone's watching. Guess what, guys? You don't get to badmouth GameStop when they've done everything the right way for you, the investor. I won't let it stand. So when you're sitting here telling me you'll believe it when you see it, you don't get to say that. Because I'll believe it when I see Ryan screw me over, then I'll be like, you know what? Now I believe that he can screw me over. I haven't seen it. I'm a little angry tonight. Apologize. It's been a long week. Stock ended at $24.98, $24.99. Really? 2 weeks in a row, 1 penny off the cutoff? Okay. Are you saving yourself some energy here? I love the guy who told me, Marantz, why do you look at GameStop's TA when it's a manipulated stock and everything you see here, and it's not what you think? He says, GameStop's chart is a manipulated chart, is it not? Did you not say it's suppressed and manipulated? And I said, yeah, it is. It is. But you know what's the best part about it? That this is the best they can do. The best they can do is push you sideways for 6 years. Volatility somewhere in here to find the bottom, but hey, got real allergic to the bottom, didn't it? Pounced up, doubled up 100% from that bottom. We're up 100%. 150% from that bottom right now. Well, guess what? We have a new bottom. No Diddy. No Tony D. As I look at this 6-year pennant coming, I ask you, how much can you control it? This is a controlled movement. It will explode. There is no doubt on anyone's mind that this thing is going to go to the moon. This bad boy is a problem. And it's doing exactly what it's meant to do on fill. Just on the feeling of it. And I don't know if that was the bottom right there, and we can adjust and we can come down. I mean, we can pick any of these moments. It wouldn't matter. If that's the bottom, great, then we move up. And it might be because I don't see us going below $20. You just don't see it. If we do, if we go below 23.60, I'm buying in. No matter if I'm broke, I'm going back to the table. It's hard for me to come in over the top when I'm hurting on funds. Some personal stuff's going on. But you know what? We're going to make it. Wifey and I are going to make it. We're going to make it out of the hole. I made a strong commitment to taxes this year for the next 12 months. Thank you for the doses of GameStop. You're welcome, bro. I made a strong commitment to my own finances this year. And that's a pennant that's not going anywhere. There you go. You're fine. But for me, it's funny because I open up the Discord to talk to anyone, pin to the top of the chat, click on the link, and you know it's never going to, these guys will never walk in. They can't do it. I believe the word is parabolic. That's it. GameStop is going to go parabolic. Yeah. I think Anthony was looking up the fact that you can buy a whole case for like $1,300 of some Pokemon cards. You know, it's all about the legacy for me. The improvements on the legacy show me that the GameStop leadership knows how to handle the rest of it, the future of it. So I'm very excited for it all, guys. I just wanted to run it all back to you, storyline to storyline. Donko paid a super chat that I won't let come off the screen. I'm going to stay here till the end of it. So, because Donko's worth it, and he supports the channel the way he does, and I'm forever grateful. But I will tell you guys something. Donko's been with me for almost 5 years. The majority of you guys have been here for the bulk of it all. It's the looky-loos, the guys on the outside, the non-believers. You know what happened this week that's never happened before for this channel? The subscriber count went to the positive. Thank you for the 10 free memberships for the show. It's very, very thankful. I will be doing member-only content this weekend. There's a lot of members of the show, guys. We do well. But the way all of you have been riding with me for so long, we started going up in subscribers this week. So we've gained 50 additional subscribers this week. Now it's the run because we usually do 3,000 subscribers a year. That's been our average. That means by May, within the next 3 months, we will hit 15,000. Well, we're about 50 away. So I think we can get there. The way we get subscribers to this show and the way we talk about it is because we hand walk people here to give them the info that they're not getting elsewhere. You will not find any GameStop information anywhere other than here. If you do, it's Carter's Corner Pocket and it's Dynamite_41. There's not other YouTube channels that I talk about that I watch. But I promise you, those two gentlemen are Team 51 members. Something that I learned years ago on YouTube. I learned in content creation world, you bring people up with you. You do supportive ladders to everyone. Everyone eats. There can't be a sense of jealousy. Everyone has their own delivery, their own pitch, their own style. You just embrace it. You learn to love it. And I'll tell you why. Because they cherish what you cherish. Passion is passion. Imagine if you could find a spouse that had similar interests to you. Well, then you're okay. But they might not like what you like, and that's the yin and the yang. Just depends where you're at. So I'm very thankful for the following we have. But I want to reach out to you guys tonight to tell you, and thanking you, I ask you to not sit on your hands. Do not give up. Do not just go with it. Do not say, I'll wait for another video. You guys have to stop relying on me to pull it out of you. You got to pull it out of yourself. Pick one person. Walk them to the show. Buy them a book. They're going to be like, why'd you buy me a book? This is the book you need to read. When you read it, then you'll understand the information that I have. Because all of you have the information from the Connect the Dots book. You do. It's somewhere in your head or it's somewhere in the catalogs of this show. In the catalogs of this show, there's a whole script, a whole thing called Beef, where I have beef with people on the internet if they talk bad about GameStop. That list is forever. It's forever growing. That's why I put all these guys in my viewpoint, in my scope today. And I'm like, okay, I got these guys. Target acquisition, let's go. But for you guys that believe in GameStop, grab a cousin, grab a friend, grab a sister, grab a wife, grab someone, get them the book, walk them to the show, have them like and subscribe. That's how we've been growing this channel. This channel has been a grassroots movement, door to door, face to face, for the last 5 years. YouTube has given me zero help. It's okay. Because one day GameStop's going to go to the moon. One day, the floodgates are going to open. One day, you will be a millionaire, and the rest of your town will be interviewing you, asking you, how did you do it? Who did you listen to? What did you watch? How did you know? And maybe, just maybe, you'll say, it was Marantz. It was Carter. It was Dynamite. Oh, it was Jay. It was Stacks. It was Hot this year. It was Ruben. It was Kyoto. It was Almo. It was Pam. It was somebody. You never know. Might be Freddie Bauer, Donko, Pepperwood Salt. I just pray I'm around to see it, guys. I really am. Or I really do. I read it and gave it to a client who actually had private equity destroy his bank. He funded. Native bank he funded? Oh, man. Love me some Trove music. Hey, guys, don't ever let me put Trove to the back seat. Trove is more than just music. Trove is awesome. Trove has done so much for me personally, even in my darkest days, in my bottom hour. And Almo and Trove, I tell you right now, I lean on them a lot. J2, Amber. I mean, everybody, guys. Everybody. But I will tell you guys, it's been really tough sometimes. Really tough. But we do our best. That's a Friday night. I'm going to go play some WoW. Usually I play music and tunes and I get it cranked out, but I'm just excited to be here. $25. What do you guys want to talk about? Silver down to 66? What a joke. The whole world crumbled overnight. Yeah, it's silver down, gold down, tech down, Palantir down, Carvana getting a downgrade as a must sell, Bitcoin down to 60,000, whole world crumbling. I love it. Let it happen. I own the one thing they want. I own the one thing they need. So do you. But I got to get going, guys. I appreciate you. World of Warcraft's calling my name. I got things to do, people to see, and I thank you. Did that super chat run out yet, Donko? It didn't, Donko? Well, you know what that means, bro. I'm that cat. Donko comes from New Jersey. There's not a damn thing good coming out of New Jersey. Nothing. But can we all agree John Jones is overrated? Good. We agree to that? Cool beans, bro. J. Cole came out with a new album. Trash. I can't do it. But I got some stuff for you. When I think of you, Donko, this is a song I think about you when I think of you, Donko. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. Team 51 all night and day. I'm going to see you guys. I love you guys. I will get to Spanish Wednesday next week. Lots of PayPal talk lately. I think BJ's Wholesale is good. GameStop acquisition. There, I said it. That's a bad one. You guys got to stop naming brick and mortar. Okay? You want to play a slap? You want to play the slappest song in the world? Bro, I got you, bro. I got you. You guys want that real shit? GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. All right, stop the party. Stop the party. I got asked a question that maybe you weren't here for the show, Nathaniel, back in the day, and maybe you don't know the answers, so I'll give you the answer. And I don't mind answering this question. You ask, Oh, it's really interesting seeing Leon Black in the documents of the Epstein files. After learning about him from you, Marantz, what was the first thing that made you turn your focus to investigate private equity? So I don't know if you knew this, but I had once did an interview with Austin Tobit, who we were talking about today, and someone was in the chat. His name's Badass Trader. He was a former moderator off of Superstock, and they're all DD writers, right? They all write these pieces. And Superstock, I didn't know that Badass Trader had wrote a piece called the Billionaires Boys Club. And what he did was he focused on Josh Harris, Adam Aaron, Mark Rowan, and Leon Black, and how they all were leaders at this company called Apollo, but Josh Harris specifically and Adam Aaron were best friends. Like, they were attached to the hip. So, and he showed you all the connections, where Adam Aaron has worked, how he's at AMC now, and how they're basically, you couldn't trust these guys. So now I was talking to Austin, here comes in Badass Trader and says, can you ask Austin what he feels the influence of private equity is onto, GameStop, the investment itself? And Austin didn't say much. And when I asked the question, I didn't even know what private equity meant when I asked the question, because that was the first time it ever really came up in my discussion. So the minute I left the interview and I ended the stream, I went and Googled private equity. I was like, what the hell was he talking about with that question? I was just curious because I didn't know it as an investment vehicle. I didn't know exactly what it meant, but it triggered my brain. So when I read about it, I was like, "Oh, wait a minute! This is pretty telling what private equity is." But now let's go see what the influence is, via bonds. So I started doing the homework on that, and it was pretty awesome when Bed Bath & Beyond went bankrupt. As they were going bankrupt, or even before they ever went bankrupt, is when I really started digging in on private equity and learning about like what their advantages were and how they went about it. So I started watching videos of general partners and limited partners talk about their investments. And that's when I started studying distressed credit. So once I found out I was going down that route, it was really weird because there was guys like in the Meltdown or people that I was interviewing, talking to on Twitter or in person here, that were dismissing what I was saying. There's no such thing as private equity, or you're going down the wrong path, or of course they're okay. It's always happened this way. It's not a big deal. You can't prove anything. Or I remember somebody telling me, like, there's no such thing as an investment in distressed credit. It's not even a vehicle. It's not even a fraction of investing. It's nowhere. There's no sector for it. And I was just like, are you kidding? I just did a whole video with Jason Mudrick where he literally is telling you why he's buying into the gold mines and why they're stripping all the assets out of them. Like, anyone who's invested with HYMC, they never saw that interview of Mudrick Capital with the actual original investors into HYMC. And it was him and his buddy. And his buddy just happens to be a son of Drexel Burnham alumni, right? So it's like they got dots on private equity and what they were doing. So I realized that, like, I cracked the case. Thank you. Laser Haas was the first time. Oh, was it the Laser Haas interview? Oh, it was Laser Haas interview. Right? My bad. That's probably my fault. It probably was Laser Haas. Maybe I got it wrong. I just know that everything triggered at that point. It probably was Laser Haas. I don't remember. You guys remember better than me. That's awesome. But it was somewhere in there. I do know this. I went full in. I started doing everything. And then a lawyer really cracked the case for me. Like, there was a lawyer that I met, and he told me exactly how it works. And I came in here looking like a genius because he told me about the CRO, the Chief Restructuring Officer. And once he gave me that piece, I went to PPC and them, and I told them, and those guys literally pushed me out of the room and muted me and blocked me because they didn't want their community to find out the truth. And that's how you do it on the internet. You just get in a pocket with the people that you have, and you refuse to talk about it truthfully. Then you had somebody like Ian Carroll come over with Nick Gloves to try to infiltrate and tell me, I'll promote this, I'll talk about this on my end, from my angle, and he took the DD and called it his own. And that was the part. That's where I knew not to trust anyone. That's why I operate the way I do. I don't trust people. And I have real trust issues out here, Drake style. Because when it comes to private equity, if you're not paying attention, they're going to come for you. I'm going to tell you guys a fact that you guys can believe it or not. It's fine. You guys know that they attack me personally and try to smear me and try to intimidate me physically and all this stuff. Follow me with cameras and record me. My wife has had to have, she's battled private equity ever since I started talking about it. And it's a really non-conspiratorial thing. It's literally like right in front of you. It's that prevalent. Like, it's real. It's in front of you. And she said, why are they doing this? Like, it's crazy the way it happens, guys. Crazy. I had a guy walk up to me once and say, hey, Marantz, I watch your show. Oh, I'm from a group of people from LA. We watch your show. We think you're awesome. I need you to never say these things. Literally told me that. I had never met this man. He said, I need you to never say these things online. I listened to him. Nathaniel, my wife has had 4 jobs in the last 3 years. They come after her every year. It's no joke. My wife is the most polished person in the industry. 27 years of experience. And they come. And it's okay. We've learned. But we don't rely on my wife's income for anything. So it's okay. They think they're getting to us. They think they're getting to me. And they're not. Because I live a different life. I live a very frugal life. Don't let it fool you. I found a way to navigate a long time ago. So anyway, it's okay. I just knew who the monsters were. I've won my court cases. I've won my court case against my previous employer. That was amazing. I've won a lot of things. And all you guys going through Pacer trying to find it, you're not going to find it. Because it's not for public consumption. A lot of this isn't. But that's where I'm at. Is this your 16th account? Oh, probably. Who knows? Nathaniel, they doxed they put my wife's whole info up, told them, and they went to her work. They put her work address up, and then they tried to get her moved out of there, and a lot of things. It's crazy, man. What's the big deal about it? About what? Yeah. You can hate. I've been here since day one. Oh, Jimmy, is that your other account? Is that what it is, bro? That's cool. And the guys are talking to you. I'm just gonna help you out, okay? I really am. I'm gonna hide you from the channel. You're gone forever. Just hear me out, okay? When you do come back with another name, don't put GME in it. Don't, because you're not talking to anyone else. You're just talking to us. Stop, like, trying to rattle the hornet's nest. Don't do that. My guys here, we're in a full-blown cult. We don't have time for it. So I'll block and ban you all damn day. I don't care how much you love me. I don't care how much you love the channel and the people. Learn how to communicate within this crew. March 10th will be the earnings report? No. Type shit. So anyway. Yeah. Greatest cult ever. Thank you, Inkin. Inkin over here putting tattoos on me. I'm over here. I'm a walking billboard for shit, bro. We got this. Yeah, it was crazy in the thing. I never knew how I was ever going to get here to this point where I'm at today, but I'm very thankful. I am. And so we're just going to keep grinding, okay? That's it. So if you guys need me, you know where to find me. I answered your question. I stopped.
Right here, wherever you go, I'ma go to, baby, you know. Hoping that you lay right here, holding you tight real close and I won't let go. Till death do us apart, and I meant that shit from the start, and you know that. They gon' have to rip us apart, cause ain't nobody else getting my heart, and you know that, yeah. I ain't never thought I could feel this way. If you ever go, I won't be.
you. They heard I was good, they wanna see if it's true. They know you're the one I wanna give it to. I can see you want me too. Now it's me and you. Now I've been waiting, think I wanna make a move now. Baby, tell me if you like